John slowly pulled a medal from his mouth. The soldiers thought he was one of their own and began to lower their guard. Then, he reached behind his back and revealed a pocket watch. The officer gasped. It was his watch, the one he'd just put in his coat. In the next second, John suddenly leapt into the nearby well. The officer shouted, ordering his men to pull him out. As soon as John was dragged up, the officer raised his hand to strike, but the watch had somehow returned to the officer's pocket. The strange trick made the officer laugh. John flipped backward again and again, landing in front of a wooden cabin. There, he began a slapstick performance that had the whole unit roaring with laughter. Yet one officer remained on high alert. Never taking his eyes off John, John went all in, mimicking different animals with wild precision. Even the wary officer cracked a smile, though he quickly checked himself. Suddenly, John walked toward him on his hands, picked up a grenade, and took a bite out of it like it was an apple. Instantly, every soldier raised their rifles, eyes wide with tension. Then, 3 more grenades appeared in John's hands. He began juggling them as he slowly backed toward the cabin. Just as he reached the door, he tossed all the grenades away and vanished inside. But before the soldiers could storm in, John burst out from a side door with a wooden bucket over his head, his vision blocked, staggering around like a chicken with its head cut off. Seeing no real threat, the soldiers relaxed and even tried to mess with him, until, in the blink of an eye, John was gone. They searched frantically but found nothing. Then one soldier looked up. John had climbed onto the roof. He moved like a cat, smooth and eerily realistic. Even the cautious officer couldn't help but clap in admiration. Standing tall on the roof, John held a wooden ladder and began performing a death-defying balancing act. All eyes were locked on him, the air tense with suspense. Just before the act ended, the officer shouted, "Where did you get that medal?" John didn't answer. Everyone held their breath. Then, the ladder wobbled. John plummeted from the rooftop, crashing hard to the ground. Gasps erupted as the crowd rushed over. John lay motionless. But when the officer turned back around, he realized, with a jolt, the 2 girls tied to the gallows were gone. He opened his mouth to issue a full alert. Too late. Gunshots rang out. The soldiers dropped, one by one. Only a single man was left standing. John slowly rose to his feet, looked him in the eye, and whispered, "You should have stayed home, with your family." Then he raised his hand and made the shape of a gun. This is war. Cruel. Inevitable. May peace be with us always.